Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Mats and this is where we cover all things running and health. So, today we have got another game changer on our hands. We are talking about MAF training. Yeah, MAF training, if you don't know what that is, stick around because we'll explain it and we have got a lot to cover. So, lace up those running shoes, subscribe if you hadn't already, and let's go! Alright, let's kick things off with the basics. What is MAF training? Well, MAF stands for maximum aerobic function. So, you may have heard this term before. If not, you've probably heard about zone 2 training or polarized training or 80-20 rule training. They're basically all the same thing where they put a lot of emphasis on low heart rate training. MAF training was originally developed by Dr. Phil Maffetone, where he put a lot of emphasis on the low heart rate running, and essentially he found that it was the optimum way to burn fat for fuel. Now, why is that important? With MAF, unlike other training forms, they stick to that building that aerobic base. Other training forms, they often have workout variabilities or running variables and nutrition plans. They don't with the MAF. You see, the thing is, with low heart rate training, you are getting a lot of benefits. It's not necessarily about running slower, it's more about running smarter and therefore maximizing your fat burning capacities. By running slower, you are actually decreasing your risk of injury. You'll get huge improvements in endurance and you'll be able to recover quicker. So therefore, you might be able to train even more than you did with another training form. There is maybe just one misconception that we need to clear up, and that is that with MAF training, you are only doing low heart rate training. Well, that's not really the case. You are doing other things also, but you first have to build that solid base. And this is where you go to about 3 months of only doing low intensity work. And then after that building of that aerobic base, that's where you get to enjoy the benefits of some higher intensity training. If you're wondering whether this will produce the best results, well, there are some very famous athletes who have implemented this strategy. Their names like Tommy Reeves and Kilian Jarnett. They often go by the 80-20 principle rule. And to them, that 80% at a low intensity may still be fast, but for them, they are running slow at a low heart rate. So generally, with the MAF training, after you have built that aerobic base, you will do essentially the same as 80-20 training or polarized training, where 80% of the time you spend in training will be at a lower intensity with a low heart rate. And 20% you can really kick up the gears and go full gas. With MAF training, they really emphasize on only getting this started once you have built a good base, because many runners essentially burn out, and with this method, patience is key. All right, fantastic. You're telling me to train at a lower heart rate, but what is that heart rate? How can I find at what heart rate I need to train? Well, there are 3 methods you can use, one being the most expensive but also being the most accurate, and this is a blood lactate test or a fitness test you can do at an institute or hospital. This will give you very accurate information on where your heart rates are. I made a video about this which I will link and you may find it helpful. The second thing you can do is the run and walking test. If you can run and still make good sentences, mainly full sentences without being totally out of breath. So see at what heart rate you are running and then use that heart rate to find out your zone 2. The last method is something that Dr. Phil Maffetone uses himself. And he uses 180 minus your age plus some factors you have to give in considering your fitness level, and that's where it will calculate what is that zone 2 for you. I will link his website in the description so you can go and implement those parameters and then you'll find out what your zone 2 is. The last one may not be the most accurate one, but at least it will give you some sense of direction on which training heart rates you should use. The MAF training method, it takes some investment because you really have to consistently train at lower heart rates, and this for a prolonged period of time before you actually reap most of the benefits. And that's it for this video. Whether you are a seasoned runner or just a newbie getting started, try this method. It will help you. It has helped me in the past to not turn every training into a race. So I know that even when I'm running at a lower intensity, I'm actually building some fitness. It's also good mentally because it really helps you to do some easier trainings. You're not always pushing yourself so you don't get burned out. And it's important because, let's face it guys, with the running, consistency is key. So keep training, keep running, keep enjoying, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.